Hi everyone, I'm Leah from CJ Drill, and today I'll show you how to work one of these. This is called a router, and these are great tools to have. Now, I love mine. It's not a tool you have to have, but boy, are they nice to have. They can make decorative edges. They shape wood. Again, it's a great tool to have. Let me show you some of the router bits. Now, these are different router bits, and each one of these bits will give you a different edge, and it just all depends on what it is that you're trying to achieve. Now, today we're going to be using this router bit here. I want a little bit of a rounded edge on a piece of wood, and this is just the bit to do it. Now, the top section here, or actually it's really the bottom section, this is called the base. And in the center of the base is something that looks like a drill chuck. And it kind of is, because you insert a router bit in the center. Actually what it's called is a collet. Now, before you tighten the collet, you have to lock the shaft. Now, your lock may be located somewhere else on your router or the router that you purchase, but nonetheless, you have to lock it, otherwise it just spins on you. Put the router bit in and tighten it up. Okay, so I'm going to use an open-end wrench. Now, a lot of routers, the wrench comes with it, but I'm going to use an open-end wrench, so I'm going to tighten it up. You want to make certain that bit is tightened in there well. You don't want it flying off. And that's good. Now, as a note, I want to make certain that you understand that before you insert your router bit, before you tighten anything, make certain you disconnect it at the power source. So let's continue. Now, every router, regardless of what model you own or plan on purchasing, it has the ability to raise and lower the plate and control the depth of the cut of the router bit. Now, this particular model, it has an adjustment ring, but again, your model may be different. And you know what, that looks like just the way I want it. It's nice and tight, and it's set, and we're ready to shape a little wood. Let's go. Okay, so you want to make certain that you're wearing your safety glasses. And the other thing is, I always like to wear ear protection when I'm using a router, because a router can be very, very loud and it can be damaging to your ears. So I like to put on ear protection as well. Now, I keep in mind when you're making any adjustment on a router, unplug the cord. Now we're getting ready to plug the cord in. Now we want to make certain that we take the lock off. Now, which way the blade is rotating is important here. And you want to approach the wood from the right-hand side. And you don't want to start the router with the router right up against the wood. You want to back that router bit off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the router so you can see which direction the blade is traveling. And then I'm going to cut it off. Can you see how the blade was turning clockwise? Well, that's what you want. You want that blade to be rotating clockwise. You want to come in from the right and then push forward. And that's what we're going to do. Okay, let me take these off. Now, what I want to show you is the edge that we've got. We've got a nice rounded edge, but if you come up a little ways, you can see what we had before. Really a very harsh edge. And that router bit has really shaped that wood to a nice rounded edge. So today you learned some basics about how to set up a router, how to use a router. And I'll tell you, it's a tool you don't have to have. But I gotta tell you, I sure do love mine. And if you get serious about woodworking, this is a tool you'll need in your woodworking shop, because the things that you'll be able to do with it are just endless. This is Leah, saying, you can do this. See you next time.